there was a moratorium on enforcement of parking violations in the bike lanes for about a year, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And that started with complaints from two businesses, right?
I had gotten an email, I believe, from council, and I believe there was one affected business initially that was the cause for the conversation. I received an email, and then there was a meeting that was set up pursuant to that email.
But there was like 2 or 3 council members there.
Yes, there were a few members of city council present in the meeting.
I'm just trying to understand the process. So a few members of council, you in a meeting to stop enforcing parking in bike lanes.
Yes, the request was made that we stop enforcing for time to review. Correct.
And as far as you know, there was never like an ordinance change or a resolution. All the same rules were in effect, but there was a little pause.
Yes.
And that ended up lasting over a year.
That is correct.
I mean, at some point, were you concerned that you should, that your job was to enforce the parking rules in the city?
I mean, I'm assuming a lot of people.
So excuse me, just a point of order. We're trying to have a budget hearing, meeting, and we're now kind of like going sidetrack out of the budget hearing presentation that Ms. Turlo presented. I'll be more than happy to schedule, HPA for an OMB meeting, and we could have those discussions. But this is a budget hearing, and we're trying to stick to, questions related to her presentation.
Well, she talked a lot about responding to the community and complaints and accommodating businesses, and also about how her operations and her budget work. And I think it's important to note that for all of her efforts and all of her processes, we have informal intervention on behalf of business owners that frustrates her work by members of this body. I think that's important for us to talk about publicly because it goes to what is this money we're spending on the HPA if we officially have ordinances and then quietly we make accommodations for our business owning friends. I think that's entirely relevant.
Have you received the answer to the question that you initially stated about the Zion Street?
Well, I'm trying to understand how it was that for a year we suspended the law and the operations of this agency that is before us without any action by this body or any change in the law. I'm getting it.
We're going to take a recess if your intent is to continue having conversations outside of this budget presentation. Otherwise, if you want to follow up with the following question not related to this topic, then the floor is yours. Otherwise, I will move on to my next council colleague.
I'll summarize quickly and then I'll move on.
All right.
One comment.
We're going to take a quick recess. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for waiting for a few more minutes. So seeing that, Ms. Turlo, you have completed your presentation, our council colleagues have no other questions, we're going to adjourn this meeting, and we'll talk to you guys offline when if you have any other questions. Thank you.
I have more questions.
Thank you.
I have more questions. Point of order.